And we are banished and in the doghouse. We've got a surveyor coming for windows and doors for the house, so we're banished and staying out of the way. Ugh, on a grey and miserable day. Hey! Shut up! There they go. Oh, yes, scary people. Grey and horrible day. Grey and horrible day. So, there we have Finley, Lord Finley. There we have Isla. And there we have Zelda. Zelda is my son's dog. Hey you. Hey you. Hey you. Zelda's my son's dog. He's away on deployment at the moment in a submarine. Down God knows where. And my daughter-in-law's away in South Africa, training people in the call centre for a well-known UK retailer, probably to take people's jobs away from the UK, including her own. So as I said, we're just staying out of the way for now with the old surveyors come. So where am I? I am in the doo-doo as usual. So that's me stripped all down, ready to go. Oh, it's such a hard life. So here we go. I need to just, I need to think about what I was going to say. All I've got really done is balance leads are done. I've got to do the heat shrinking, and I have put the pins on the communication cable, the CAN RS485 cable, ready to go into the plug socket there. Just having a little ferrule bootlace on the end ready to click into it. So and I've got to, where this is only a bench test, I've got my old cable there, so I need to cut a little bit of a length off and make some cables up once I give things the old Mark 1. I've also start off with probably going to zip tie things together. Actually, one thing I better do quick before I get too crowded down there is plug this into said inverter, the RS485 CAN communication. Luckily enough, it's a nice long cable, so for bench testing purposes, I'll be all right. But this is going to be a right good test of the eyesight. Oh, the dogs. Oh, come on. That one. Do, 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 do. I'm looking for pins 1 and 2, and it's absolutely teeny tiny. So I've already got the CT clamp running into this. And let's remember how bloody hell it comes apart. Oh, I hate my life already. Calm it down. So I don't really need all of this IP rated weatherproofing shit that's going to be a pain in my arse. There we go, that's a bit easier. A little bit easier. So we're up through there. Boink. Everything's so delicate and fragile. I'm scared to fucking break things, man. Oh, it's all right, doggy. It's all right, Isla. Calm down. I'll be all right, dog. Oh, and I'm looking for numbers 1 and 2. It's a good test of bloody eyesight. I'm going for pins 1 and 2. This thing apparently will take CAN bus and RS485. I'm not entirely sure what is superior to the other one, apart from a couple of Google searches reckon that the CAN bus is superior to RS485. For reasons why, I don't know, it fucking escapes me. Oh, goodness me. 2, 3, 4, 5. The other thing that was really quite bad is so you've got a high and a low, and SoFar conveniently identified which wires were which, but put the tag so close to the end of the wire that you stripped it off to put the ferrule crimp on it that needs to plug into that doodah. So blue is high, grey blue is low. This video is going to be long and painful. And I've lost my page. Lost my page. So there we are, CAN high. CAN high is pin 1, CAN low pin 2. So it's the old BMS communication, blah blah blah. So blue goes into number 1. Oh, this is going to be a... Oh yeah, I've got the dogs there. Rudely interrupted by the delivery of a coffee, a lukewarm coffee at that. So where was I? Where were we? This is going to be a fucking nightmare. Oh, I hate my life already. The other thing I don't like about this plug is, like, once these pop into there, it really feels like they're never going to come out. Oh, come on, go in. Oh, it's all right, girl. Think I've done it. Right, so it's bayoneted one way only, so that's pretty much idiot proof, which is nice. Why did I use this rubber grommet? Oh, you like a wine, don't you, Isla? Oh, there was no real need to complicate my life. Right. That's me, got 2 hopes, and Bob's out playing golf in heaven. Go on, out of the way. So, next will be zip ties and balance leads. So, that's that struggle done with. So, I don't really need the IP rating, so I could have done without all those bloody cable grommets. There you go. Dodgy as fuck. Dodgy as fuck. But I don't care. There we go. Nice and tight. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you're in a pinch and you need extra cable, heavy duty automotive jump cables, that'll do nicely. So you can let me know in the comments below, but I don't really care. This is only a bench test to prove things out and get my arse in gear. Do 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 do. Everything's off. I know everything's off, so it should be all right. Uh-oh, got the washer. Yeah, that was lucky. Haha, better be lucky than good. I had that down there last time. Near enough, good enough. And these ones are a bloody 14, aren't they? Fuck it, don't care. That'll do. Get that to buggery. Really, you should be working with insulated tools so you don't drop anything and have a nice big firework display. Bit of insulation tape away from perfection. Oh, it's starting to look like a horror show. Bloody cables everywhere. Good job I've not got OCD. Nice and tight is right. Oh, talk about ghetto hack horror show. But no on 11, no. It's a good day to be playing around with trying to get this inverter running because there's no mad sunshine. It's rainy and miserable outside, but quite bright. So we've had a little bit coming in. So it's a good time to turn the solar off, the solar string from the workshop roof that's feeding this. So we'll go down to about half power. But it's been really nice seeing oodles and oodles of power coming in to charge the batteries, but I'll be right back. And there we have it. That's us down to half power. So that's us now with the workshop roof string deactivated and isolated, so I can plug it back into that piece of shit. What's going on there? What's going on there? What's going on there? Oh, it's the side of the fucking gimbally phony mount. Oh, hang on a second. Right, so I like to make my life awkward. Who put this in the way already? What a dumbass. I've already checked the polarities and things like that of these PV cables numerous times, so I know I'm alright to plug it in straight away directly. Just get these out of the way if I can. God, it's making my brain itch. Oh, come on. Can't wait for the day that I get this all finalised and tidied up and protected and clipped and nice and neat and tidy, but just in limbo and bench testing. Fucking pain in the boobies. Pain in the boobies. Right then. Right then. Next will be, I suppose, next will be figure out what way round we want this. P negative, P negative. So the old Dally makes a nice little carriage for it. Bit of protection. One thing I have got to keep an eye on and flipping moan about is the balance leads from the old style JK BMSs are a bit too short and they could do with being longer, whereas these ones are actually a bit too long. So it's going to be real good fun finding a bloody good routing for all of that. So the balance leads are really quite long, but, and this is going to be a bit of a problem on the JK BMS, this is going to end in tears. Everything's so fragile and I'm so clumsy, I know I'm going to break something. That plugs into the main positive, which is this little short fucker there. So why couldn't I have made this the same length as the balance leads? Because then you're not so restricted on where it can go, whereas now I'm pretty much done for. You're pretty much done for where I can connect that to, and luckily enough, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Luckily enough, rough maths, where it's sitting at the moment will be all right. I can shuffle us this way a little bit, so I'll be all right. But when I come to the final installation on the battery shelf, it's something I'll have to keep in mind. And is it all right to extend this? You know, everything's a lot of guesswork, and obviously we've got two terminals. P negative, so that goes off to the P negative, so this bad boy goes off to the inverter. Two terminals, one fecking cable. So what I'm thinking was to maybe do that, but no, it won't happen. Right, I don't know whether or not to make a wee bus bar out of a bit of aluminium plate, or I've seen Andy on the old off-grid garage where he's just got one terminal connected up for when he's bench testing and things like that. So I don't really know. Hold the line, please, caller. Hey, Andy would be proud of me. So near enough's good enough for that. Time to connect up the balance leads. As a amateur DIYer, the old Daly BMS and the old version of the JK BMS, you know, they're bulletproof and the plugs feel all nice and robust and things like that. Everything on here just screams vulnerable. You know, that's going to be so easy just to bloody have an oopsie daisy and snap, and it's all exposed for the dust and poisonous spiders to get in. So as an amateur DIYer, this style of BMS is going to be a lot harder to live with than the Daly and the old version JK, unless you got one of these pre-manufactured battery cases to put them in. But I haven't got that luxury or the funds for such a thing, so we'll just be very careful for the time being. Right. Hopefully balance leads. The other thing as well is a wee moan at with the new JK BMS is with the older version, it's a little more idiot proof, where you got B negative and then the most negative voltage sensing cable is black, whereas in their infinite wisdom this time round, on the plugs for the balance leads, you've got temperature sensors there, and then they call that B0, which is the battery main negative, and it's red, you know. So you've got got to make sure that you keep yourself sort of identified, otherwise you'll lose the plot. I know I'll lose the plot. If I found my drawing, I'll show you. No, I'll find the instructions and I'll show you in a minute. I don't need the instructions, I can show you on here. Flicking retard. So there you go. Instead of B negative, you've got B0, and then B1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going from a negative to the of cell 1 to the positive of cell 1 for the balance lead. So it's just not very idiot friendly, this one. As I was previously saying, the B0, the most to the left. Get a little pointer. Hopefully you can see it. This is just as blurry on the computer. So that's the way it is. Where's my pointer? There's my pointer. So the most left, the one furthest to the left, the wee wire furthest to the left, B0, is the main negative. And then B1, which is the second wee wire in on the first plug, is the first cell positive. And there's the positive, and that wee stupid wee wire that's on the side there. So that'll be that. And with regards to the two terminals, instead of going for a wee bus bar, I've decided to go for 2-into-1 cables. As luck would have it, I had enough of the 25mm silicon cable and enough ring lugs to make up some 2-into-1 cables. So it'll be probably off of a couple of bus bars, one ring terminal one side, one ring terminal the other side, going into there. And then got two 35mm automotive jump starter cables, you know, for just the jump starting, and that will go from there to the lead that I'm stood on, the battery negative lead that will go off to the inverter, that fucker there. So just to have a heat shrinking session. I've got all those to heat shrink, all of these to heat shrink, and then I will be ready for a final connection, and fingers crossed, see if everything works. I've got the new app on the phone already, ready to go. So play my heat shrinker, and then hopefully there'll still be some daylight left, long enough for me to connect all of this up and have a play. The boss lady just paid me a visit and paid me my wages. Oh, I'm a happy boy. The other thing I'm happy with is my cable making has improved greatly. Really quite happy with that. More heat shrinking to do. All the little fucking fuckabouty cables, now the balanced ones. Tried not to torch them. Well, that's everything heat shrink to did, and everything's heat shrunketed and identified with all the cell numbers. Ah, balls. So there's all my shoelaces done. And it's time to really concentrate, pay attention, connect everything up, and cross my fingers and pray that everything's okay. So I'm feeling a bit tense and nervous and a little bit sick. Nothing to do with all the sweeties that I've consumed in a short period of time. Right. Wish me luck. I won't bore you to death with doing all of that because there's a million and one videos and whatever out there of how to connect things up. Be back in a minute. Last one and done. Here are the old balance leads. So fingers crossed these. Looks nice and tidy at the front, but at the back it's like round the back of your telly. It's a fucking, oh, it's a rat's nest round the back. Oh, hang on a second. Nearly forgot this stupid little diddly widdly lead. Oh. Have I got enough nut space? Have I got enough nut space? Have I got enough nut space for a decent amount of threads? Bit tight on the old threads there, I think, on the studs. Get off, you bugger. Oh, you bugger. Come on, yeah. Fucking amateur hour at the YouTube. So I was just sat on a little lump of heat shrink. That's better. Well, about half a thread shallow, but yeah, about a full thread shallow actually. I'll take that washer off. To lose the washer. I'm losing the sunlight, so I don't think I'll get this done in time for checking the system with any solar. So it might be a tomorrow job to finish this off. So number 16, positive, doodah day. Voila. So not too bad looking from there. And then you go, oh my god. So the new JK BMS battery balancing, bloody get your words right. The balancing leads on the new JK BMS are a bit long, and then you get this stupid little bugger. So right. So find a home for all of these jibby jobbies. So I'm pretty sure you plug all of this in first, then the battery negative, then the inverter, and then the balance leads. So, but honestly, I do not know where to put this because it just feels so vulnerable. Feels so vulnerable and snappable. And I don't like it. Where do you reckon, peeps? Oh, where's best to put this so it's not going to get snapped? Because I need access to the front and I need access to the back. That's not so bad, but it's not so good. Because that ain't going to fucking reach. Oh, bags. So yeah, as a DIYer, especially an amateur DIYer, this thing ain't going to be so easy to live with. I'm not happy with not happy with just having things rattling around. But I don't really know where to bloody put it. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. I just know I'm gonna bloody break something. It is just gonna go in my fingers. Oh, that's horrible. That's grim. Clickety clicks. Clickety clicks and clickety clicks. Sorry if this is not exactly exciting TV, but that's life. Dear me. Right. There you bugger. A couple of zip ties around that, maybe. Couple of light loose wire zip ties around there, or just have it propped in there for the time being. Then they're going to get snapped. Oh, that's so delicate and fragile. Balls to it. Well, I've not snapped anything yet. Clickety clicks. Well, that should upset people's OCD. Why have they've done that? You've got big plug, little plug, little plug, big plug. So they cross over. How fucking stupid's that? Never mind. Let's try and find a gentlest resting place for it. Because that's terrible. That's really, really shonky. come on, I'll fucking give up with the old YouTube. This is taking me too long and interfering with me. So, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. So it makes me wonder how the fuck I'm going to incorporate all of that into my power wall. Because it just all feels really vulnerable. Right. And obviously I don't know if that thing gets I don't know if that thing there gets warm or not, to be honest with you. Oh, for cocking X sakes. Gently does it with the old mount. Yeah, so does this thing get any warmth to it at all? Because the old inverter's got to go on that yet. Any way you slice it, it's fucking shite. And I need to keep that out of the way of the battery terminals. Then you've got the balance leads there. Bloody hell. Right. That's gonna snap. That's gonna get snapped. The zip ties are too big. Oh, I do not just want to leave that dangling. Anywhere else I go feels like you're stretching that cable that wants to sort of go there and nowhere else because it feels like it's pulling. Alright, it can just go here for the time being. Go there on a plug I'm least likely to be using. Bloody gently. In front of it or behind it? Don't know. I don't know. It's fucking grim. I'm getting weak. Over there, they're getting blunt. Ah, balls. If there's anybody out there screaming at their bloody fucking devices, I do apologise. ham-fisted clumsiness, small brain, fiddly feckin' plugs. Oh, you retard! Jesus Christ almighty, pay attention, you fucking dipshit. Excuse my French. Keep on getting told off my language. But I'm an absolute penile. Oh, he couldn't see what I was doing anyway, so I'll have that dangling there. I'll find some smaller zip ties for the hole, and I'll go across there. But I kept on cocking that up. It's fiddly and awkward. Snap. It's gonna snap. It's gonna get snapped.
So it is in line with all the other cells here. Because I also want to build a 12-volt battery out of
It's all this guy's fault. I'm not finished yet. Nearly there. Nearly there. But honestly, you can shut up. Honestly, yeah, I would have liked to have got that done and powered up and booted up, but I had to go and do dinner and all of that jazz, and it's been quite dreary and whatever, so I lost the opportunity of any booting up your power and stuff, but we're getting there. Everything's all connected up with the balance leads and the screen and the doodah and whatever. So yeah, I was away and had me dinner, and believe it or not, I watched Andy's YouTube again on how to boot this up, and excuse me, read the instruction manual again on how to boot it up. So it's connect all the battery minus and the power minus, connect that up, and then connect the wee red wire up, and then plug in the balance leads and turn it on. But I don't know whether or not to leave it for first thing in the morning, because Andy's just dropped another video, so I might go and watch that, finish my smoke and chill out, because it is now 7:30, 8 o'clock, and it's quite all dreary and windy. So not bad, looking good. So Andy's little loincloth as a terminal protection, but as a DIYer, it's flimsy and vulnerable and exposed, and I don't like it. Well out my comfort zone. We tidy up. Check the torque wrenches backed off. Always back off your torque wrenches. Yeah, that's that. Tickety boo. I don't know whether or not to carry on. There's no doubt if I carry on, I'll get involved with the JK BMS, wind myself up, and not sleep. But I also want to get it done. Yeah, I'm going to start fresh. First thing, first light, we'll start her up. Keep your fingers crossed that no magic smoke is released. All I've got to do is connect up the power out and connect that up, plug in the balance leads, and we'll go from there. God knows I'm going to tidy all that fucking mess up, but there you go. Until tomorrow, look after yourselves. Take care. Bye bye.